Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So today's video is going to be a fun one. We are here at the Magic Kingdom celebrating Jalen Hurts, and we're celebrating his Super Bowl win. He is on the Eagles NFL team. And that's just a little background if you do not know who Jalen Hurts is or you don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a football fan, but whenever it is involving celebrating and at Disney, of course I'm gonna be there. Also in this video is our day leading up to the parade. So if you are bored of the beginning of the video and you just want to scroll towards the end of the video, that is where the parade is going to be, towards the end. So this is the usual Magic Kingdom parade here with Belle, the Beast, Rapunzel, and these parades are held at 12 p.m. and at 3 p.m. daily. Sometimes the times vary. You just have to look at the My Experience Disney app, or you can also just Google it online and you'll be able to see the times of the parades. Now, I will also be showing you some of the Valentine's Day merch because, as you know, Magic Kingdom does have some Valentine's Day specialties. We also got the delicious Valentine's Day popcorn at the confectionery, so go ahead and stay tuned for that as well. It was absolutely delicious. And as you can see, here is Tiana and Prince Naveen. I always love this parade. It never gets old. You also get to see Prince Charming and Cinderella. Now, we had this Disney trip already planned, and it just happened that the Super Bowl MVP celebration was falling on the same day that we were going to Magic Kingdom. Now, depending on where the teams play, usually they celebrate the MVP at Disneyland, but since the game was in New Orleans, they celebrated it here at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Side note, does anyone know who that character is? The large mime there walking in the parade? Because I did not know. Now here is Rapunzel with Flynn Rider and some of the other characters. Now during this time of celebration, the park was pretty packed. You're going to see that up in the videos ahead. So just keep that in mind if you're ever coming to Walt Disney World for a special occasion like this. It is going to be packed. The wait times were not completely horrible, but they weren't the best either. For instance, Pirates of the Caribbean was 30-minute wait, which we had our baby with us and our toddlers, so we didn't want to make them wait in line that long. Now you do have the option to get the Disney Genie, but as well, when we looked up the Disney Genie times, the times were only available for the late afternoon, starting practically at 6 p.m. So that wasn't really helpful because we needed some morning and earlier afternoon times. Now in this parade, I absolutely love this dragon. The dragon is going to blow fire out of its mouth. Just stay tuned for that. Now, a fun fact, if you didn't know, this dragon previously caught on fire in around Frontierland. I think it was about a year or 2 years ago. Don't quote me on that. So I'm surprised that they still have the fire coming out of its mouth, considering that did occur a couple of years ago. But this is a fun parade. The characters do come up to some people. You have the 7 dwarves here. Pluto, Mickey, Minnie, they are all in this parade. So this section that we were standing in is near the firehouse, the fire engine house that you can see there. And I think it's a great spot because it's not horribly packed and it's towards the end of the parade route. So those characters, you're guaranteed of them coming up to you more maybe, rather than being towards the front of the parade when it first begins. And there goes Mickey and Minnie. You have Chip and Dale, Pluto, Donald Duck, and you can see Pluto there hugging that child there. Now here we are in the Main Street gift shop, and there is some of that Valentine merch. I love these shirts here. It says My Valentine on it, and it has Donald Duck thinking about Daisy. That is super cute. And you also have the Starbucks cups. I will be showing you the Starbucks tumblers up ahead, so stay tuned for that. And here they are. This is the Valentine's Day edition tumbler. I believe it was around, since it's plastic, it was around $29. I'd have to zoom into the price there. And they also have a red one with Mickey and Minnie. And then over here, their usual glass mugs. And they have the miniature one that is an ornament, and then they also have the regular size one. And it never gets old seeing Cinderella's castle. So we always have to get a video of that. And you'll see some of the Eagles fans walking by. Of course, they're the one with the green jerseys. The media was set up in the hub grass area. So normally that hub grass is wide open and children can go running in that area. But like I said, media was there set up to record the parade, which was pretty cool seeing that, because we have never been to Magic Kingdom when there is something like this going on. Now here we are making our way through the Country Bear Jamboree section, and we did see the Country Bears. They were walking around, and you will see that coming up ahead. And they were walking around taking pictures with people, stopping, saying hello. And you will see that Country Bear here. If you know the names of the Country Bears, drop them in the comments below, because I don't know their names either. And here we are. We decided that we were going to go towards the entrance of Magic Kingdom to stage for the parade. Originally, someone had recommended in a forum that we go in the area of Frontierland, but that was already packed around 12:30 p.m. And I'm just showing you here how everyone is already lined up. And this was about 2 to 3 hours in advance. Now, people usually line up ahead for the parades anyways, featuring the Disney characters, so I wasn't surprised about that. But just a fun fact, if you're looking for a shaded area when you're waiting for the parades, you can go next to the confectionery, and they have a shaded area there, as well as near the meet and greet for Mickey and Minnie. And also Tony's Italian restaurant. That's a good little area to wait if you want to view the parades. Now, also the confectionery does have mobile ordering, so you can mobile order this delicious popcorn. Any of your favorite treats that they do have in there, you can do through mobile ordering. So this is the Valentine's Day edition popcorn. It is absolutely delicious. It had crushed up Oreos, M&Ms, frosted drizzle, marshmallows, and it's just so beautiful. I love how they have it in this little container here, and it was really delicious. It had frosting, pink frosting, white frosting, and it's just drizzled all over. So here we are waiting in this little area here in Main Street, and you can see how crowded it is at this time. This was about, I would have to say, 30 minutes before the parade started. And those were some Eagles fans just walking through and waving at the crowd. And it's always nice to get a shot of the balloons with the Magic Kingdom in the background. If you want to see specifically when Jalen Hurts comes through on the parade float, that starts at 11 minutes in case you do want to fast forward through. Now, just some tips if you are traveling to Walt Disney World with a infant or toddler. It's always great to have a travel stroller, especially if you're going to be taking the bus, the monorail. You just don't want to have a huge stroller, especially for the Skyliner. I know some of the double strollers don't fit in the regular Skyliner. And also during the spring, summertime, it's good to have some cooling towels. Or if you don't have cooling towels and your infant or child is hot, you can take some wipes and just put it along their neck, their feet, put some water on it. I found that helps as well. Now they also sell, of course, fans and cooling towels inside of the gift shops if you do forget those items. They also have the fun fans that you spray with water, and as you're going along, that's super refreshing throughout the day. At Magic Kingdom, they also have the baby care center, which is located right next to Crystal Palace, and you can go in there. They do have plenty of changing tables. If you are breastfeeding or nursing, they do have a nursing room. They also have some essentials if you need bottles, or if you need a fold-up stroller. They do sell those inside of the baby care center. And of course, it is Mickey or Disney edition. I also noticed in the baby care center that they do have onesies that they sell, which is nice. And here we are at the point where Jalen Hurts comes out. As you can see, they have cheerleaders, they have signs that say Super Bowl. There is Goofy, Minnie Mouse, and there's Jalen Hurts on top of the float with Mickey Mouse. I love how they are dressed in their sporty gear. And there's Chip and Dale on the back as well. And I also love how they put them on the high parade floats. That way everyone's able to see. And they also had balloons that were Eagles color, which was a nice touch. And you will see those coming up as well. Now it was awesome because I did have my mom getting footage as well. And since she did not have kids with her, she was able to get more up close in the parade route, which was nice. Now on YouTube, you can find the complete parade when it starts at Frontierland and then ends all the way where we were if you want to see the whole completed parade. Now this is when people started following behind it and they were starting to exit. And this is that bonus footage that my mom did get because she was right behind the parade float. Now just keep in mind that when you're going and attending these special events, or if you're going on a holiday, let's say like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and you know that it's going to be packed, and if a lot of people leave at a certain time, that the monorails are going to be packed. Now, the ones heading to Ticket Transportation Center or Epcot, they may look packed, but they actually go pretty fast. You will see that towards the end of the video. You also have the option of taking the ferry and, of course, the resort monorail if you're staying at a resort on the monorail. Now, they do have a meet and greet with Mulan. That is to the right-hand side of Mickey's meet and greet in Main Street. So it was fun that we got to see her there. And in this video, I will also be showing you footage of Festival of the Arts at Epcot. And just showing you here, this is the Up-A-Baby stroller. Just a side note, it does have a sunshade, which I love, and this is perfect for our newborn. My toddler used it as well into his toddler years. And then we also have the travel size Nuna for our toddler. And these are just two strollers that I have found that we have used so many times at Disney World and Orlando in general. Now here is the Express monorail, and this does take you to Epcot via the Transportation and Ticket Center. So that was the line that I was talking about. We were maybe standing there for 10 minutes, 15 at most, and it was in the shade. It wasn't bad at all. It went super fast. Now what we did is decide to cut through Epcot to get back to our resort at Disney's Pop Century Resort. So basically we took the monorail to the Transportation Ticket Center to Epcot to then take the Skyliner to Disney's Pop Century Resort. It may sound like a lot, but for us it worked out because we wanted to see the Epcot Festival of the Arts as well. And of course, getting those beautiful monorail views. Now, something else that I thought was fun is we actually got to see Rob Kaz, which is one of my favorite Disney artists. I actually went to Epcot 1 year specifically just to get one of his pieces of artwork. And if you follow me on A Disney Bride's Diary on Instagram, you can see that piece of artwork on there. That was actually about a couple of Valentine's Days ago. And here we are passing Disney's Grand Floridian Resort, looking beautiful as always. And it's also a fun reminder for us because we were married at the Disney's Wedding Pavilion. So I always love seeing that wedding pavilion. It brings back such great memories. And then we will also be passing Disney's Polynesian Resort, and you will see the newly built towers, which is the DVC towers. I also saw the Moana splash pad, which surprisingly looks kind of small in person, but it is a nice touch with the theming that they had for that specific tower. And here we are passing the wedding pavilion. There's Frank's studio, and Frank's studio is where you do plan out your wedding if you're having a Disney wedding. And there is the tower in all of its glory. If you have stayed there, just drop in the comments below and let me know if it's worth staying in the tower. I think it's always great staying on the resorts that are on the monorail because it's just super easy access. Yes, it is a little bit pricey, but I definitely think it's worth the price if you have the money to splurge. So Epcot's Festival of the Arts is running until February 28th, and then comes the Flower Garden Festival. Now, I did see that they were outlining some of the flowers already to get ready for the festival. I love going to Epcot through this route because you have such amazing views of the Epcot ball, as you can see here. And it's also great to take this route when the Flower Garden Festival is open, because you can see all the beautiful designs in the grass that they have, and it's just so many beautiful different colors. It makes a great picture opportunity to have that and the Epcot ball in the background. And we're just walking through Epcot here. I didn't get too much footage of Festival of the Arts, but you are going to see Rob Kaz as we're passing by. This is Dom Corona, which is another one of my favorite artists. And fun fact, Dom Corona does have an art garita in La Cava, which is located in the Mexico Pavilion. And the art garita just looks like a fun drink to have. It looks delicious as well. And here are some nice picture opportunities. And there is Rob Kaz there with the burgundy hat on. He's there talking to some guests. And then all of his art here is in that area. So here is some Figment merch. I was surprised to see a lot of the lug backpacks, fanny packs were still available, because years past it was always sold out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical.